Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I am here with the first update of my Yuh portfolio. So as you might know, I started this Yuh portfolio in the beginning of this month, September 2024, with a deposit of 500 Swiss francs from our emergency fund. And at that time I didn't know how much I would be able to deposit every end of the month. But after looking at our budget and also looking at what we are going to spend the next couple of months, I know now that I will be able to deposit 200 Swiss francs for the coming months. I'm not going to increase it, I'm not going to decrease it, it's always going to be 200 Swiss francs. And that has two reasons. The first one is easy, it's the amount that I can really miss. I can't go above it because then I stretch our budget way too far and I don't want to do that. And the other reason is that 200 Swiss francs, it seems like a small amount, but if you add it up for a whole year, that amounts up to 2,400 Swiss francs. So that's a huge amount. And I want to show to you that investing just a small amount, 200 Swiss francs a month, can also buy you a really nice portfolio over the time. And for doing that, I'm going to invest in only 20 companies. And as you know, I analyzed a lot of stock market indexes. So you have the Hayek, the ATX, the CAC 40, the DAX 40 and stuff that I analyzed in previous videos on my YouTube channel. And from these, I selected 20 companies. I said in a comment to one of my viewers that I was going to make a video about my watch list of 19 companies, but I added one to have a nice round number. And so those 20 companies, I'm going to monitor them even more closely than I was already doing. And I'm going to make a video about those 20 companies in the future. I promised the viewer that it was going to be in 2 weeks, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer, but it's definitely going to come, that video. And for this week, my top three of those 20 companies were Raiffeisen, Volkswagen, and Prosus. And Prosus, yeah, I didn't invest in that one. And that's a bit unfortunate because Prosus went up 19% the past week. But that's just the way it is. Now I hope that it's going to go down again because it went up a lot in value and now it's not that interesting anymore. It's still interesting, but not that interesting anymore like in the beginning of this week. But what I did buy was Volkswagen. So Volkswagen and Raiffeisen both are actually in a sector where I said that it's maybe better to invest into an ETF. But yeah, I like Volkswagen a lot. I have driven a lot of Volkswagen cars, and now the Fortuneo that I drive, it has still a Volkswagen engine in it, so I like Volkswagen a lot. And I bought two stocks at a price of 99.50 euros. So that's another thing. Now it's in euros, of course, so we always have the exchange fees that we have to pay. So in total, it was 199.30 euros that I had to pay, and that turned out to be 190.87 Swiss francs. So the fees are still low because I'm still profiting a bit from the credit fee, the trading fee credit that I received with entering the code while I was registering for my Yuh account. And on the one hand, I'm really happy with the reduction, of course, but on the other hand, you only get the the credit for 3 months, and that's actually really low. That's a really small period of time. And then with the Swiss coins that you receive also from Yuh, that really makes that the first 3 months that you are on the Yuh platform, you are more prone to trading more than it's actually good for you. So if you start on the Yuh platform and you have that reduction and you have those Swiss coins, don't be tempted to trade too often. You are going to lose a lot of the credit that you receive, but it's better to slowly trade and only buy what you really want to keep in the long term and not start trading and selling and buying like crazy just to profit from the 50 Swiss francs that you have in credit. So for me, Volkswagen, when I have to put a risk number on it, it's really a high risk investment. There is a lot of negativity around Volkswagen. Okay, a lot of it is priced in into the price and was priced in into the price. And yeah, they still have to resolve a lot of problems, the Volkswagen Group, but you have a lot of you have a lot of marks. So you have Skoda, you have Golf, you have Porsche in the group. So you have a lot of good cars as well in the group. So it is and will always be a high risk, high cyclical company. So maybe if you can invest into the German stock market, it's better for you to invest into the ETF that I already suggested in the video of the evaluation of the DAX companies. And you have the iShare Stocks Europe 600 automobiles and parts usage ETF with this easing code and this ticker symbol on the German stock exchanges. So if you really want to invest into the car sector and you think investing like me, I also said it, that investing into individual car companies is actually really risky. That's why my arrow is pointing to the utmost high place where I can point it to. Then maybe this ETF is more to your liking. But it's not financial advice, it's just what I think myself and what I am doing with my own money. So I bought for 190 Swiss francs, I bought two stocks of Volkswagen. And so far, now I invested with the 500 Swiss francs and the 200 Swiss francs that I deposited this month. I invested into Holcim, Swatch Group, BKW or BKW, and VW or Volkswagen. And as you can see, I am up with 3 of the 4 stocks, but in the beginning of the week, this was definitely not the case. And at the end of Wednesday evening, then Volkswagen was actually a little bit negative. But on Thursday and Friday, actually everything turned around and definitely for Swatch. So Holcim was already positive and it went down a bit but stayed good positive because I'm up 5.83% on it still, which is really nice. With Swatch, I am up almost 8.70%. With Volkswagen, I'm up 5.30%. And with BKW, I'm down slightly with 1.16% loss right now. But I'm not worrying about a thing with BKW. It's a really good company, so it's only a small loss, and it was more negative earlier in the week as well. And I have 270 Swissquote coins right now. So 250 from starting with the Yuh account, and then 4 trades I did, which earned me 5 Swiss coins as well. So now I have 270 in total. And even though I dislike them a bit because they trigger trading, it's still nice that I have them. So I still going to name them every time, but know that I don't care that much. Then Volkswagen. Well, here you see the weak performance of Volkswagen from the Yuh account platform, trading platform. And I bought it around where the arrow is pointing to, so at 99.50. And yeah, after that, on Thursday, it started going up because, yeah, here the job negotiations for Germany, the German factory started. And yeah, a lot of the negativity around it was already priced in. And it's always like that. When something starts, then eventually then the traders say, okay, we exaggerated a bit, and then it picks up again. So the recovery of the Volkswagen Group to 104, 105 euros, it's not abnormal, I think. And I'm really lucky that on the 25th in the morning it went down still a bit. Okay, at the evening I could have bought it a little bit cheaper, but you never know whether or not it's going to pick up during the day or at the end of the day. So I had the money in the morning, so I bought it at around 11.50. And for me, the most negative thing about the Volkswagen Group is that they neglect family cars. I already said it in a previous video. I think it's really important for families to have a nice car with 5 nice seats. So for the 2 parents and the 3 kids to be able to sit. I have 3 daughters myself, and have a nice trunk and have a nice looking car. Now I drive a Fortuneo. It looks like a Volkswagen Caddy. It's actually exactly the same car. The Ford is just a little bit cheaper. And yeah, it's a good functional car. I like it a lot. It's definitely a good engine that is in it. But on the other hand, we used to drive a Charan. I like the Charan way more. And they just neglect that category of cars. And I think when they look at this video, I hope that they understand that they need to make a good family car. A lot of people are still searching for old cars, Charan, Touran. They are still buying them. Those prices shot up. They were trading for 13, 14,000. And now you can buy a car that has 100,000 kilometers for 19,000, a old Charan. So it's unbelievable. People are really in need of those cars, and I don't understand why car companies don't focus more on those kind of cars. And then you have Swatch, and you can see here the graph of Thursday. So where it started, 156, and so on Monday it was 152.20, and on Thursday morning it was already 156.80, and then it opened and it was already above 160, and it ended around 175.75. So that was enormous. It even had a peak above 180, and then on Friday evening it even ended the day, the week, above 180.15. And the low on the 23rd, so that's, yeah, it was on Monday. So that was 148.85. And since then, a lot of things happened. So you had the gossip around possible delisting of Swatch, and that was on Tuesday morning. And then you had the stimulus in China that was announced, and that was on Thursday morning. And getting shut up, Richemont shut up. Also, Swatch shot up in the course because China was really announcing a really big thing for stimulating the economy. So yeah, the problems for Swatch is the Chinese region, of course. So that was a really big stimulus for the price of Swatch. And then something to say about the chef, the boss of Swatch, Hayek. I believe that he is a good manager. Anybody that says otherwise is either a shorter or doesn't understand how to run a company in a decent way, especially a watch business. Because what he is doing is he's thinking for the long term. So what is not to like about a manager that is really taking care of their company for the long term? The family, the Hayek family, has 25% of Swatch in its hands. So he has all the incentives to take care of the company because a lot of their wealth is in the Swatch company. So I don't understand why people are so negative about him just because he says that he doesn't care about shareholders. He does care, but for him it's of course good when the price of Swatch stays at a reasonable level so that he can buy more and more and more at a good price. But so can I. So that's why I bought a share of Swatch, and I'm really happy that I have it. And a lot of other people should be happy to have it as well. But yeah, they keep hacking on Hayek, and then they have Swatch has a really big stock in materials. So they have diamonds, they have gold, they have a lot of made watches still in stock. And for now, it's one third. At the end of December, it was one third of the value of the company that they had in stock. So in material. And yeah, the gold price went up since the end of December till now. The Now that China is picking up, yeah, they profit a lot, of course, that they have a huge stock. He maintained production. He also used a lot of the cash flow to how do you say it, warten, to keep the machinery and their production up to date and renew everything and stuff. So he put a lot of millions into maintaining the production a point in order to profit from a case that China started to pick up again. And now it is the case. So actually Swatch is ready because of a decision of Hayek. And they don't say that, but actually it was a really good decision of Hayek. And I don't know why they are so negative about it. And then he also created a lot of jobs last year in the company of Swatch. So they hired more than 200 people in the Swatch company, although a lot of other companies were reducing the number of employees and also putting a lot of employees on temporary unemployment. Hayek did the opposite. He hired more people, he maintained their production capacity, and yeah, he renewed a lot of machines as well. So, what is not to like about that? If you read all about that and you see why the earnings per share were lower than estimated because he was doing those things, actually he made the right call and he should be rewarded for that as well. And you shouldn't also forget that Swatch stock is shorted really strongly. So more than 20% of the stocks that you can buy are actually shorted. So this means that a lot of people benefit from negative news and they spread a lot of it as well. So when a lot of people write negatively about decisions that Hayek is making, then you should always keep in the back of your head, why are they writing this? So never underestimate gossip from the wrong people. And now he started maybe the gossip around a possible delisting, but he already said it for a couple of years. Even his father was already talking about a possible delisting of Swatch from the stock market. So it's no surprise that they want to do it. So why the price went up from 148 to 152 again, just because of a newspaper article, I don't know. But then, yeah, the stimulus of China and Swatch is prepared for picking up the selling back there again. So I'm really happy to read about that, and I'm also happy that Swatch shot up enormously with 19.40%. So in that way, I had a Prosus already in my portfolio. So yeah, what's not to like about that? And then the stock portfolio looks like this now. So it's the same format, but now for Volkswagen, here the numbers in blue are euros and the numbers in black are in Swiss francs. And of course here these numbers are from the day, excuse me, from the day that I bought the stock. And here those numbers are recalculated for the 1 euro being equal to 0.9395 Swiss francs. So in total, I am up now 31.14 Swiss francs from 669.52 Swiss francs invested. So I still have the around 30 Swiss francs left to invest, and that's just on my account. And yeah, in percentage wise, I'm up 4.65%. But this plus of 4.65% is a lot, but in such a short time frame, it has actually more to do with a coincidence. And the coincidence is that China suddenly decided to put a lot of stimulus into the economy, and that's why a lot of the companies where I invest in shut up. So Swatch shut up, Volkswagen with the talks being more positive than being thought of, and they're therefore recovering a bit from the punishment that they had before. So I'm definitely not forgetting about that point. It's just, yeah, a lucky shot for a week. But I still believe that all the companies that I bought are really decent. I bought them at a good valuation, and they are going to go up even further. So am I going to sell because I have a profit of 14 francs with Swatch? No, definitely not. For me, the limits that I set in my head is BKW for 190, Holcim for 110, Swatch for 235, and Volkswagen. So far, I haven't set a limit yet because I'm still watching what is going on. But I know for sure that Volkswagen is worth 135 now, and it can be even more than double that. But it has to do a lot with how they deal with things in their cars. So are they really going to keep on focusing on the electrical cars? And I hope that they are also going to focus more on family cars again. So making a nice family car, that's really what they should do. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this one. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that like button as well. It helps out the channel enormously by distributing this video to other people that like this kind of content as well. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this one, and see you in the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.